Well, it's a little cold out here in Florida. It's down in the 50s, so hopefully it'll warm up soon. Today I'm going to smoke a Crazy Alice by Deadwood Tobacco. Smoke them every once in a while. I'm not big on sweet cigars, but for a sweet cigar, I don't like acids and stuff. I do kind of like this one though. So I'm using my Zycar XI cutter and my Zycar X Flame lighter. Pretty much a perfect light. So right off the rip, you get a lot of sweetness to this. A lot of chocolate. It's a very chocolatey cigar. I also get a little bit of earth, a little bit of dried fruit. Right now the chocolate taste just kind of overpowers it. I do taste a little bit of coffee as well, but that's just a little bit on the retrohale. So I'll smoke this down a little bit, see what flavors change. Okay, so brought it down a little ways. Got pretty close to a perfect burn. Doesn't need to touch it up or anything. The sweetness is closing up on it a little bit. It's got as much sweetness. It's still got some to it, but it's still got quite the chocolatey taste. But it's giving way to more of the coffee taste and a little bit of pepper on the retrohale. The flavors are just changing ever so slightly. Tastes a little bit more fruit in it too, as well, and a little bit of nuttiness. But yeah, the flavor has changed a little bit in it. So I'm gonna smoke it down a little bit more. Let you know what I think. So a little bit of a side note on this video. I'm also drinking a Victory Hop Devil IPA. It's 6.7% alcohol. When I do smoke sweet cigars, I like to have something more of a stout beer or stout, bourbon or something with it, just to kind of knock down a little bit of the sweetness. So this one is actually it's pretty hoppy. It's a pretty decent beer, but it does go really good with the sweetness. From the Crazy Alice. And if you can see, there's a lot of this Crazy Alice puts out a lot of good smoke output. It's got a real easy draw. Construction on it, like I said, is very nice. Just thoroughly enjoying it. So on my first video I did while I was explaining the channel, I said I'm probably going to be doing some smoking and some grilling. I just bought a char griller Kamado acorn grill, so I'm going to be trying that out pretty soon, and I got to actually set it up and put it together probably today or tomorrow. But I'm going to start doing some serious grilling and smoking with that, and so many good reviews on it, so I want to try that out. So like I said, this channel is going to be more than just cigars and beer and bourbon and scotch and stuff. It's also going to be probably me smoking and grilling and just probably while I'm out here smoking. Don't mind the shaking. It's a little chilly out here, and I just got off of work and just put pants and a sweatshirt on and decided to come out and smoke. So it's a pretty short cigar, but it burns pretty slowly. I'm almost halfway through. The ash is still hanging on, hasn't fallen off yet. It's starting to curve, so it'll probably fall off pretty soon. But flavor profile's changed a little bit. It's still got a lot of sweetness to the cap on it, but well, ash just fell off. It's still, I mean, I taste a lot more coffee and nuttiness and a little bit of fruit, as well as some pepper on the retrohale, along with the chocolate. But the sweetness has subsided a little bit so far, but still pretty good smoke. So I'm at about the 40-minute mark on this little short Crazy Alice cigar, and still have quite a bit of cigar left. It's a very, for the size, it's a very slow burning cigar. A lot of flavors, a lot of smoke output. Just a, fairly enjoyable cigar. Like I said, I'm not real big on sweet cigars, but if I do smoke a sweet cigar, usually it's something kind of like this. I don't like acids. Haven't had an acid that I like. The Drew Estate Legends, that's all right. Nothing too ridiculously sweet that tastes, very fake, like a fake sweet. Like I said, this one has a lot of smoke output, and it burns quite a little while for such a little smoke. So I'll check back with y'all in a few minutes. Alright, so I'm about the 50-minute mark or so. Just got a little bit left on the last final third. Most of the sweetness has gone away. Still has some coffee, a little bit of sweetness, a little bit of chocolate. Still tastes a lot of fruity and nuttiness to it. But all in all, this smoke is pretty enjoyable smoke. Nice quick smoke for, if you don't have a lot of time to smoke and stuff. If you haven't tried one, I'd recommend go picking one up. It's about medium bodied, but Crazy Alice by Deadwood Tobacco. Y'all stay smoky.